Good afternoon, everyone. Oh, just finishing up the last little things here. Oh, I don't think that's where I need to be. Here we go. Everything looks like it's starting to come together. Hit this live button here in a second. Okay. Oh, my neck's a little... I tweaked my neck a little bit, so I'm not sure it hurts a bit. Oh, all right. So here's what we're doing today. We're making a chicken cordon bleu, outlaw style. What that is, it's what we're doing is we're just changing it up a little bit. Instead of ham, we are going to be using a mortadella, imported Italian mortadella. It'll give it a nice, another like rich flavor, kind of like ham would, a little bit more, just a little bit of a different flavor. But I'm suspecting it's going to be amazing. So let me just make sure that I have everything set up the way it should be. You guys give me a second, I just want to check sound levels on all this. Okay. Yeah, so you guys are hearing a little quick little echo. Just a minute. Doesn't seem bad. Okay. And then I have this chat set up over here. Okay, cool. All right, things are coming together. Let me move my keyboard. I don't think I'll need that much. Hopefully not at all. And then I got some stuff out here already. Let's a few more things that need to work on. One, we have some chicken breasts that we need to flatten out. We need to slice the cheese. We're going to slice some Gruyère. And let's get our cutting utensils out. We want those. What else? You know what? Let's start on some of this cheese. Let's get some of this cheese going. We just have a nice Gruyère. Fat block that we've had for a little while now. When I say a little while, maybe not like forever, just... where are all my cheese slices? This one will work. Oh, here we go. I want to try making thin slices on the cheese, because I think, and I just want to see how it goes a little bit. So we're gonna slice some of our Gruyère. Last weekend before the stream, we actually went to I forget, it was really cool festival in Oakland. Market Hall, they do these really cool events, and I think the truffle one's supposed to be happening soon. I hope it wasn't this weekend because I really wanted to go. But they had this really cool machine. It's not a machine. It's just like a wheel, and you put the Gruyère in, and you put a small amount of Gruyère inside there, and you do it. You get these like little rosettes. They're really cool. Let me just show you real quick. They're kind of nice and thin. Nice thin pieces. Pretty uniform. It's just a cheese thingamajig. A cheese thingamajig. You know what we haven't done yet? We haven't tasted this Gruyère. Man, this is so good. I'm lactose intolerant, but I think, whatever. I was going to say how I think it doesn't affect me so much, but it for sure does. Let's see. I think this might be enough. This might be enough here. Nice stack of Gruyère. This little guy, but those will be tasters. That might be a good amount. Let's do a little bit more. There we go. That should be plenty. Now we got a good amount. Okay. Alrighty. Let me show you some of the best mortadella I've had. It's really good. Negroni with pistachio nuts. I was thinking about adding pistachios to the breading, but then I thought that might be a little too much. I have sous chef Reggie here in the kitchen too. He's hanging out. He's being immobile right now, so we're gonna let him be. He's just hanging out over there though. Aren't you, little guy? Hanging out? Should we give him a little piece of cheese? Ready? Catch. Good job. He loves cheese. What puppy doesn't, right? He's all bundled up in his little tortilla blanket. So cute. Maybe we get out our chicken and start on that. Oh, what else? So we got the mortadella. We got the cheese. What else do we got going on? Let me look at all my stuff. Oh, we're also gonna do a salad. Just something a little simple. The last couple meals we made had they had vegetables, but nothing crazy. Oh, and just an arugula salad with a little bit of fennel. And we have these just small potatoes, these little guys over here. I like these quite a bit. These will be nice, tiny guys. So we'll give those a little bit of a wash. Have them, and then roast them with a little bit of rosemary, some fresh thyme, salt, pepper, some garlic. Actually, we could do that right now. We can get our garlic going. Such a chill Sunday, so I'm just you guys know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that garlic press. Make my life easier. It hurts to turn my neck. It seems like it's gotten worse. I think it's from the way I've been sleeping. But anyways, let's cut a little bit of this up. We'll do old-fashioned here. Cut it up by hand. Can you believe us over here? No kitchen tools to use. Crazy. I'll just take off these little ones. It's been raining. I guess it's supposed to rain most of the week here, but where I live, it doesn't get any snow. It gets a little cold, but I don't get any snow. I've got to drive about 2 hours if I want snow. Sorry, this thing is like, is there something under it? I think it's just all the wood just starting to warp. Here we go. I forgot everything we're going to use the garlic for. We'll do garlic, seasoning, Put garlic in the what? Potatoes. We're gonna season up the chicken. Both sides. Remember we gotta flatten the chicken out, so that'll be a thing. It'll get real loud because I gotta pound that son of a gun out. That outlaw chicken. Ground and pound. Actually, no grinding. I do want to. I think I've talked about this last time. We're really close to just our freezer being completely empty, aside from dog food. So, Reggie gets homemade cooked meals because he's an expensive Frenchie. Ain't that right? Expensive Frenchie, huh? It's not my fault. It's just how it was built. Sturdy boy. It's gonna drive me crazy if that thing keeps rocking. Let me do my old patented trick here. Baking mats, silicone baking mats. I think it's just from over time. This thing's gotten wet and soaked, and just not properly oiling it. And oh, that's so much better. All right. That's nice. Yeah. A little bit of height difference because I think it must be bowed at the corner, so just that like 1/8 inch difference, and it doesn't slip, so that's kind of nice. So I heard a thing that like I don't know if this is still true, but if you had removed the TikTok app off your phone, guess you can't download it again. Interesting. But I'm not streaming from my phone on TikTok. The TikTok stuff's done through my streaming software. I love the smell of garlic. It's so nice. What time is it? Okay, 3:58. I wanted to start a little bit earlier today, but there's just so much to do. And even for the doggos, just take them outside. Well, one of them can play and run around, but the other one's not allowed to yet. Right, Reggie? Not yet, but when you get to, you're going to be so excited. You go run at the park, huh? You go to the park. Yeah? Go see all your other dog friends. He wants to play so bad. And the vets just gave him sedatives. Like he doesn't chill. He wants to keep going. For Frenchie, he's a pretty active Frenchie, so he loves going on hikes. He's not bad. He can do about 4 miles before he starts to get real tired. Let's get this out. Trusty tool. Oh my gosh. My hands get so sticky. Okay, we're just gonna put this off to the side for now. And then we're gonna get some cling wrap. Plastic wrap is what I grew up calling it. Let's see, I'll put it over the thing right now. This box is like donezo. We have 2 chicken breasts. That should be plenty enough for us. We also have like a pork loin, so I got to do a pork loin roast. That'll be for tomorrow, but not on stream. I'm not sure actually what I might completely do with it, but hopefully if I'm home early enough tomorrow, I'll just do something simple, just a nice roast, some veggies, leftover potatoes. We have some of that mac and cheese from a while ago. Frozen, obviously. I don't just let that stuff just sit forever. Let's see. I want to try this first. See if I can pound it out on that. Oh yeah, and then we're gonna make like a Dijon cream sauce for the chicken cordon bleu. Should be pretty tasty. Give me a second while I wash my hands. I'm gonna touch the chicken again, but haven't touched the trash can. Gross. Move my saran wrap real quick. All right. So I'm just gonna start out by just trimming some of this stuff off. It's like the extra bits. It's not gonna make that big of a difference. This came with the tenders already cut off, interestingly enough. All right, let's do this. We're gonna butterfly it though. Butterfly it, pound it out. I used to make these a different way where I just make a pocket in them and stuff the pocket. That's kind of a nice, easy way to do it if you ever want to just do it differently. But I'm a fan of just slicing it open, butterflying it, and then just pounding it out. Yep, just like that. And then we'll get the big guns out. Just have a rolling pin that I just smash it with. Poor dogs are gonna not like this part. the side. All right. One thing about the cling wrap is just it sticks to itself so well. Here we go. You know, the thing about the chicken cordon bleu is like what I love about it is when you cut into it, and it just after it's been cooked, obviously. Fried chicken, yeah, I mean, kind of like KFC fried chicken, but I like when you cut into it, and just like all the cheese starts to ooze out. How loud is that? Oh, the Carter family. Hello. I'm making some chicken cordon bleu. Outlaw style. These chickens are outlaws, so I'm roughing them up a little bit. They've been bad. Bad chickens. I hope you guys have had a wonderful Sunday so far. I keep trying to get this trash can to open up, but its batteries must be dead. You know what I would prefer to have instead of these automatic trash cans is just a foot press trash can. That's what I like. Okay. So we have some cheese that we already cut up, right? We have the cheese that we already cut up a little bit. We're going to get mortadella out. That's what makes this a little bit different. Is we're going to use Negroni mortadella. But we have a lot of cheese. A ton of Gruyère we're going to layer in there. A ton, not a lot. I don't know. Let's see if I can open this up without dropping it all, because otherwise we'll have to use ham. Here we go, look at that. Mortadella is so good and tasty. So here's what we're gonna do. And I like this one because this one, oh, it says it has pistachios, but I don't see any pistachios in it. There might be one or two. We're gonna put this off to the side. Chicken cordon bleu. It's a stuffed chicken. Usually, real chicken cordon bleu is stuffed ham and Swiss or Gruyère. Then you roll it in like a panko seasoning and kind of. Typically it's fried or baked, but you get a nice crispy outside, and it's so good. And then what I'll do is I'll cut it up in little rolls. I just rolled up mortadella with cheese because I want to see how good that's going to be. I think that's going to be really good. Reggie's watching me right now. He's jealous. Can you blame him? But, Kendi, before we do too much, we gotta season this a bit. So, what do we do? A little bit of salt. You want to do both sides. Okay. Some pepper. And this is one of my favorite here. Cheeky lean smoked paprika. So good. So we put a little bit of that on there. Okay. Here's where I need to be careful because I always tend to have a little bit of trouble seasoning it up. I just don't want that to happen where it's just a bunch of paprika in one spot. Ooh, oh no! Look at that. Okay. We're not done with this. Sorry about the loud noise. Because remember, we're going to do the other side as well. But I will season that afterwards. So what I want to do first is actually layer some of this in. Oh, tell Lena I said hi. What a sweet baby. Tell Lena Reggie says hi. Okay, we're going to offset this one just a little bit. Okay. It's going to be a little bit tough. But now we want to roll this. Look at rolling it. Okay. So this is the first step, is getting it rolled. We get our other pieces of mortadella. Super Bowl Sunday, I haven't decided yet. I was thinking like doing some wings or some fun sliders. I really haven't decided. I kind of want to do something not so traditional. If that makes sense, you know? Something, I don't know, I haven't decided. Like even maybe a pulled pork or maybe homemade sausages, I think would be good. What do you think we should do? I have to pull out the cheese because I need more cheese. More Gruyere. Gruyère. Okay, we have our Gruyere sliced up. Yeah, what do you think we should do for Super Bowl? Okay, here's the other one we're going to roll up. Ready? Okay. Uh-oh. We're losing cheese bits. So, what I want to do with this one is I actually want to try to roll it the other direction. I don't know if it's a smart idea or not, but no, I don't like that. We were going to have a little bit of fun with that, but I think it won't come out as good. We will fold that end. We'll just do this. It's going to be so cheesy. You just wait. Okay, so we have another one here. Ooh, a food staple from each place. Oh man, battle of the foods. See which one's better. I like that idea. Food staple from each city. That's pretty cool. Okay, we're seasoning this a little bit. I'm going to cut some twine because we're going to wrap it. Shoot, I forgot. If we wrap it and then we fry it. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to bust out the saran wrap again. Cling wrap. Okay. And we're going to do something kind of cool. I'm going to wrap it. Really simple. Just wrap it, wrap it, wrap it. So we could use twine and do the same thing, get it in its form. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in the freezer so it hardens up a little bit. And that way when we go to roll it in our batter and everything else, it'll still keep its form a bit. And it's when we dredge it and do the flour and panko. I'm gonna need to get some more cling wrap soon. Let me see, I think I have one in here. Oh, that's a, yeah, cling wrap? I think that's another thing, cling wrap. Okay. You know, the first thing I think of when I think of Philly is, oh, how did I break the center? First thing I think of when I'm doing this is, or Philly, is as like Philly cheesesteaks. Doesn't that sound like something good? But we got to see what a real food staple is. Maybe I should take a trip out there. Okay. And these are tiny little guys. These are going to be tiny little chicken cordon bleus. Okay. Oh, you know what I'm going to need to do is put these in the other freezer because the other one gets cold quick. So I'll be right back. We have this back freezer over here that gets things real cold. It's where we keep all of Reggie's frozen food. Ooh, Philly cheesesteak sliders? Yeah, let's... Okay. And then what do you think... What do you think a food staple is in Kansas City? I mean, I'm not too sure what... Again, we can look these up too, but I always appreciate your input. Okay, we're going to wash the potatoes now. Potatoes. We're not doing too many. Just a small amount. Philly cheesesteak sliders. That sounds good. Okay, so just did a wash over them. Look at this. Kendall, I don't know if you've ever seen these before, but they have a nice purple color to them, these potatoes. I don't know exactly what they're called, but they're pretty fun. Look at that. Okay, let me show you what I do if I'm seasoning up potatoes. I start with my bowl first. We do some olive oil, because that's what we're going to coat the potatoes in. Okay? Olive oil. We're going to do our garlic. Nice heaping amount of garlic. Let me make sure I can use all this garlic. Hold on. Yep. Okay, I can use it on that. Okay. Oh, I get to use all of this? Okie dokie. Look at this. Garlic. Full on garlic. We get to use all of that. Let's hold on to that spoon. We have some rosemary that I'm pulling off from the side over here. Okay, just give it a little rinse. Okay, we have that bowl. Let me just... we just pull the leaves off this. I don't use the stem in it. Rosemary smells so good, especially when it starts cooking. Woo! I mean, it smells good right now. But I'm telling you, once you throw these potatoes in there in the oven, man. And this will be a nice little side with the chicken cordon bleu. I was thinking about doing French fries, but that's kind of a easy way out. But Outlaw Cordon Bleu, that'll be this tasty meal here. There we go. And then we're gonna cut this up a little bit. And it's gonna go into our potato seasoning mix. Nice little bits there, if you can see that. Not bad. It's in there. All right, let's go get our thyme. Couple sprigs here. Just gonna wash these a little bit. Just rinse, just a quick rinse. I think this summer we're gonna plant an herb garden, something a little bit larger. Okay. Again, I'm just pulling all these off. Getting most of the stem off if possible. Okay. What I do is I pull downwards along the stem and it will pull all the little leaves off. I like the idea of Super Bowl Sunday doing at least Philly cheesesteak sliders. I think that could be tasty. Okay. We're throwing that in our little seasoning bucket. Okay, what else is going to go in there, you might ask? Just the usual. Good amount of salt. Nice and flaky. Our pepper. Good, healthy. Brisket, ribs, burnt ends, and cheesy corn. Kansas City, huh? Cheesy corn. Is that like street elote? I'm wondering. Okay. We're going to add a little bit of the smoked paprika in here. Ooh, and cinnamon rolls. Okay, I have been craving cinnamon rolls for a while. I might have to add a little bit more olive oil to this. But what I'm doing is I'm just mixing all that seasoning together. We'll add a little bit of olive oil. Look at that. And this is what like our seasoning. Oh. Well, we're throwing these in all there anyways. Let's throw that in there. Even our purple ones. And then just mix it all up. Make sure everything gets coated in this, all of our potatoes. Look at that. Look it. So our potatoes, just so that's why I like doing this as opposed to just seasoning them on top. So you throw all your ingredients in here right before you put the potatoes in. You got your, we did rosemary, thyme, garlic, smoked paprika, salt, pepper, olive oil. Pretty simple, but then as we mix it all around, it just everything gets nice and coated. Look at that. Just a good little, just all up in there. This is my favorite way to do this. I'm also going to add, last minute, I don't know why I'm thinking about doing this, but I think a little bit of lemon zest would be great in there as well. I think we add a little bit of lemon zest. That'll add some good flavor. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. Okay. We'll see if that was a good call or not later. So just look at these potatoes. Everything's pretty well coated. See that? All along the sides, the face of the cut face of the potato. What we'll do is we'll put it on a pan. We'll line it with some foil. I'm just going to spread them out a little bit so the heat distributes evenly around them. I've never added a lemon zest to potatoes, but I feel like if baking it, it'll, with all these ingredients, it'll be pretty tasty. Okay, look at that. What do we do now? Preheat the oven. Hit the bake setting for now. And that'll start to preheat. While it's preheating, we'll just move this off to the side. And we need to think about what is next here. I know for me, it's cleaning our workstation a little bit. I'm doing okay. Now, I didn't get any wine or anything like that for today's meal, but if people wanted to, they could. They could definitely like pair it with a nice white wine. Maybe even a Pinot Grigio. Wouldn't be too bad. Not a wine drinker. How about a mocktail? Sparkling water, maybe some rosemary and lime? I don't know. Think about that, mocktail. Sit on that for a second. Okay. So we have to get a couple things ready. The cordon bleus are still in the freezer, so we got those prepped, but they're in the freezer now. We got to make the dredge. We need to do what else do we need to do? Oh, we get our bowl of flour, beaten eggs. Panko. Let's get our panko bowl going. What we're going to do with the panko, though, is we're going to add some Parmesan cheese to it. We love Parmesan cheese. Isn't that right, Reggie? Oh no, where's the Parmesan cheese? We always have Parmesan cheese. It's not good. Parmigiano Reggiano. Where are you? Not you, Reggie. I swear we had a big old thing of Parmesan. Oh, it's behind the milk. The milk. Okay. Behind the milk, thank you. Thea. Okay. In my mind, this seems, for whatever reason, I was thinking much larger. I got worried. Look, I'm gonna crack open this. Thea and I went, like I said, to the cheese fest. No, it was a food fair. They had, some Swiss cheeses, some German things, pretzels, cornichons. But these guys were here, Ghost Town Brewing, and they have this Pilsner. I mean, I don't want this thing to go to waste just sitting in our fridge for so long. Oh, that's tasty. Tasty, tasty for Pilsner. Okay, 325 oven. I have it a little bit higher. So what's going to happen is the top top coils that are radiating heat are going to kind of char it a little bit. We'll try to flip them at some point, maybe halfway through. Timer set for 30 minutes. We'll look at it in about 15, see what's going on. Okay. Let me show you what we got going on now. Our Parmesan cheese, right? Parmesan cheese. Panko. Panko breadcrumbs. Just going to mix that in. I'm going to add a little bit of pepper into this. Look, isn't this such a nice pepper mill? Beautiful. Love it. Thea's family got this for us as well. Quite a few years back, actually. And it's been amazing. If you don't have a pepper mill, get yourself a good one. A Puget pepper mill. I'm telling you, pepper mills such simple designs, but like that one just works really well. Who's there? Oh, it's Thea. Okay. I'm gonna mix. Smells Parmesan-y. Off. Cool, so we got that. And then we have some flour too, because we're going to want to coat. We want to coat the cordon bleus in some flour. So let's just get, I don't know, maybe this. Kendall, I like the idea of making cinnamon rolls. What do you think about that? Think cinnamon rolls would be something fun we should cook? I've never made cinnamon rolls before, but I think that would be such a great thing to cook. What's that? Yeah, at 3. Oh, my nose itches. Okay. Good. All right. We're going to let our cordon bleus go a little bit longer. In the meantime, we're going to get some stuff ready for our salad. That means slicing up some of this, some fennel bulb. Actually, instead of slicing, I think we're going to grate it. Grating the bulb is going to have a better taste. You can do stuff with this part of the fennel as well. It's very mild. The leaves, I should say. And I see it growing wild everywhere in California. I'm sure other states have fennel growing there too. I've just seen a lot recently around the area that I live in. Gosh dang. We'll just clean it as best we can, get rid of some of the bad spots on here. Fennel also smells really good. We'll use this to grate our fennel, and we're going to grate from this side. Here's our grated fennel. Tastes like fennel. Grate our fennel here. Again, we're going to mix this into our salad. So there'll be a little bit of that. And then you can roast this actually. This is really good roasting fennel. Roast this, it'll come out super tasty. What I'll do is I'll quarter it and then roast it. So we'll save this for another time. And then I want some onions. A little bit of onions for this. I'm thinking now, because I have it grated, I can actually use that in making a sauce, really. Or like a dressing. Dressing wouldn't be too bad. Like a Dijon, mustard, honey. I have plenty of lemons, so I can do some lemon juice in that as well. I was just going to do something simple, just a simple arugula salad with throw some Parmesan in it. But now that I taste that that fennel, I kind of really like it. I enjoy cooking with fennel, actually. Roasted fennel's good, just raw on a salad. You can slice it kind of like you would an onion into thin circles or slices, I guess. It comes out pretty good. Pretty tasty. Okay. We got some of the skin off. Get real thin slices here. That's a thick slice. That's a thick boy. We're going to take out these center pieces here, okay? That there's probably going to have a little bit more of a bitter taste. Half that. Throw that in there. Ooh, those aren't so thin there. Okay, these are just our veggies for salad. Let's make a dressing. Olive oil base, salt, pepper, Dijon mustard, lemon juice. Simple. Simple, easy, tasty. We'll use our dressing device. Fresh olive oil, or not aged olive oil. I'm spilling olive oil everywhere. Well, you know what? Okay. Move the olive oil off to the side. Forget, that's not working. It's a trash can. I've seen it. Seen it a million times, it's just not working. A little bit of pepper. Look at my hand's a little stained from the onions. So we do a little bit of a little bit of pepper. And the way I do this, sometimes I just grind in my hand. And just add it in just like that. Reggie's mad because Mommy's home and took the other dog out for a walk. My favorite salt, the Maldons. Just goes in there. A little bit of salt. You don't want it too salty. It's a little bit for taste. Okay. Dijon. Good Dijon. This stuff's good. Bornibus. Maison Fondaine. Made in France, Bornibus. Dijon. We're gonna have some of this again because this is what we're gonna use the sauce in the sauce for the chicken cordon bleu. Okay. Not only are we using that, but I swear we had some open honey. Here we go. We're just gonna use this local hive. I think that's the brand. Look at it. Raw and unfiltered honey, local hive. I just want to see where it's. Rice's Honey, Greeley, Colorado. Okay. Okay. We'll let that sit upside down for a second. Got olive oil in my hands. It's not bad. Hey, olive oil's good. Put some olive oil everywhere. On my bald head if I wanted to. Okay. I'm only putting a little bit in here, about a teaspoon's worth. We don't want this overly sweet. Lemon juice. This will make it a little bit easier. Okay. I didn't write down how much lemon juice, but for this amount, I'm going to say about a tablespoon, maybe a little bit less. Be good. Okie dokie. We'll put you aside. Okay. Now we do this. Put this lid on. Clean the cap a bit. Then we give her a shake. Just a simple old shake. See, there we go. We could throw some garlic in here too. That wouldn't be too bad. But I don't want to overpower the fennel, because the fennel is really light tasting. I'd love for that to come through in the salad. Just a simple arugula salad. That's all it is. Okay, shaking it. It's got that nice color to it. We're gonna set this off to the side. And then remember I said halfway through we're gonna flip the potatoes. Okay? Let's get those going. Smelling so good. Take a look. We can do this quick. Let's flip them. Right? Look at that. Doesn't that look okay? That looks okay, right guys? All right, let's throw this in for the remainder. Now, we're just gonna heat these potatoes back up, but we wanna get them a little bit crispy, so the remainder of this time will be fine. 12 minutes here, and then once we do the chicken cordon bleu, we'll put those back in just around the same amount of time that we let the chicken rest before we do anything else. All right, let's prep. Let's do this chicken broth. I guess we do need to make a little bit of a chicken broth. Let's do that. Let's make about a cup's worth. This is going to be for a little bit of our cream sauce, but the chicken broth, we're going to use our better than bouillon. What I do first though, I think, let's heat the water up. We heat the water up. Just get a little cup, little spoon. That's our bouillon, better than bouillon. We're gonna add butter, Dijon, heavy cream. I have whipping cream. 2 tablespoons of Dijon, 1 teaspoon lemon juice, salt and pepper. I want to check to see where the chicken's at. So let me just take a peek, see how firm this chicken is. We don't want it to completely freeze, so not freezing, but it is nice and firm. That's good. It's firming up. Okay. What else? So the arugula is just pretty simple. I mean, the arugula salad. I don't have arugula. I just did a spring mix. All the arugula didn't look good. Yeah, let's get this, and then we'll set it off to the side, and then we'll start with the cordon bleus. We'll do the cordon bleu stuff. We'll go back to that. This is just going to make us our chicken broth. It's better than bouillon, one of my favorite. um, like chicken broth concentrates. Smells chickeny. Smells chicken. All right, I'm gonna grab another one of these because we're gonna need to dredge the chicken. So we're gonna crack some eggs. Three should be good, actually. Put one egg away. One egg away for later. It's the breakfast egg. Gotta be careful, you know. Eggs are expensive nowadays. Can't just be wasting those. Right. I'm just mixing this so that way everything's kind of incorporated well enough. And the eggs have been sitting out a little bit, so they're not quite at room temperature. They're still a little cold, but I like when they're a little bit warmer. I feel like it helps. This is just me thinking this. Helps it stick a little bit better. Okay. Eggs for the dredge. Flour for the coating. Panko for the other good stuff. So what I want to do now is I'm going to get a pan ready. Actually, we're going to do cast iron because I think the cast iron fits in the oven. Yeah. I'll show you guys right now. So this big boy right here. Maybe that's a better angle. Okay. What we will do is we'll actually do an olive oil and butter. This will kind of be to brown it a bit. Actually, I'm just going to I'm not going to throw this whole pan in there because I think if we do too much oil in here, it's just going to be greasy and I don't want that. So we'll just get a separate pan or something and we'll put that in there. Oh, okay. Give me a second while I grab the Cordon Bleus. Okay, I'm back. So I'm going to unwrap these. Just going to roll it around in the flour, right? Need something for the egg wash to stick to. Here's the other one. Okay, this isn't not looking too bad. So make sure this is coated really well. Okay. Okay. Roll it in your egg wash. Then your panko. See that? You guys see that? That's looking good already. It's not even cooked yet. Can you believe that? It's amazing. Okay. Oh, shoot. Give me just a second here. We need to lower the heat a little bit on our pan. I'll show you guys this here in a minute. Okay, want to see the pan? There it is. That's the pan. Okay, let's go back here real quick. Just real quick. Okay, this is our second one. Remember the dredge. Coat it. It goes in. Coat it. It's got the Parmesan in there, a little bit of pepper. I can't remember if I put salt in there or not, but that's okay. We will have some finishing salt for everything else. Okay. All right. Give me just a second here. I'm going to do a little bit of cleanup on that, but I'm going to leave you guys with the stove. You guys can take a look at this as it cooks a little bit. So what we're going to do, we're going to brown a little bit the cordon bleus in there, just give it a nice golden color. What will happen is it'll start to really we'll finish off cooking it in the oven. That's where all of the cooking happens, is just in there. Let's do a few dishes real quick. You guys are okay with that? That's our potatoes. We will pull the potatoes out, let them kind of sit a little bit before we throw them back in for a final hello. Final how do you do. Okay. See that golden color? That's what we're looking for. Both sides. We'll get another little roasting pan for those. Just wiping down some surfaces here. Hello, Reggie. Are you back? You looking for some stuff? He's walking around now. He says, yeah, let me see what you got going on. Our potatoes. So potatoes here, look at that. Looking like some nice color on there. Potatoes have some nice color, but again, we're pulling these off now. They're like, I guess you threw them in there, they're par cooked, not fully finished, but we're gonna throw the chicken cordon bleus in. And once the cordon bleus get a chance to cook a little bit more, we'll throw those back in and get a higher temp, or at a higher temp, and then get them to cook a little bit more. All right, let me just turn these. Start getting that crust on all sides. It's looking good. We're gonna get a little saucepan going, a little sauce action. Okay, remember we had our chicken broth. Let me move this out of the way because you guys can't see what I'm, hot. You guys can't see what I'm, yeah, here we go. That's just our chicken broth there. We're gonna do Dijon. We still need flour, don't we? Okay, we're gonna throw our butter in. Get a little bit of flour. We're gonna do a few things here at once, just FYI. There's a lot going on. These can just sit right there. Let's give this a flip. Nice and crusty. What else? Flour. Kind of like a roux. We're going to do like a little roux. So we don't need a whole lot. About a tablespoon. What do we got here? A teaspoon. Have our butter in there with our flour. Good, right? Chicken broth. We're slowly mixing in the broth, so we don't get too many lumps of the like roux. Okay, I'm gonna turn the heat off on the cordon bleus. Now we can add more of the broth. That's going. Half a cup, doing half a cup of heavy cream. The more and more I'm thinking, I kind of want to do some cinnamon rolls. I really think that would be fun. Okay, we're gonna whisk this in. We're gonna do a couple things here all at once. Ready? Oh, I bent that. Cordon Bleus. Okay. Cordon Bleus are going in. Okay, Cordon Bleu's in. We're going to continue whisking here. All right. Teaspoon lemon juice, seasoning salt. Oh wait, yeah, Dijon. Okay. Stirring until smooth and thicken. All right. It doesn't say to whisk; it says to stir. But we're gonna whisk it, kind of. We'll do it a little bit more gentle. The Dijon, we need 2 tablespoons of that, so we'll get some of that going. And then we'll do that with the lemon juice. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I added enough flour. I always do that. I always forget to add enough flour. Okay. While I'm stirring this, off to the side I have my lemon juice. I'm gonna add that here. About a tablespoon's worth, yeah. A teaspoon. Okay, that's plenty. It's like the other day when I tried to make the beurre blanc and it was a little too thin, but it was pretty good. Still came out really good. See, the flour is supposed to help thicken it up. But if you don't have enough of that flour, it's not going to thicken. So let me do this. I have a little bit of this milk. I'm going to add a little bit more flour. This will help thicken it up a bit. Oh, I'm making my paste a little too thick. That'll help us thicken it up a bit. See if I can pour some of this in. There we go. That's thickening up already. Just salt. Now that it's starting to thicken, we're going to add our Dijon and lemon juice. We're going to probably want to lower this heat a little bit. And then mix that Dijon in really well. Okay, we'll just lower this heat real low. So what I'm going to do now, this is cooled off. Cool. Get some stuff moved, cleaned. I have such a good seasoned cast iron that I can just wash it in the sink like this. But I'll show you what I do every time I clean it. This is what helps it not to rust. You just want to make sure you always clean it well. Typically you'll hear not to ever wash it with soap and water. But like I said, I've had this cast iron for ages now. And I've seasoned it so well that I can wash it with soap and water. Okay, let's continue stirring this. This is getting real nice and thick. We'll probably pull it off here in a little bit. Just putting some stuff away. We'll need one knife out, so I'm going to put some other stuff away too. Okay. So everything's starting to come along fairly well. So that I'm just putting some stuff away, getting some ingredients put away. Things that we might not need within the next, I don't know, the rest of the evening. That got real nice and thick. Leftover veggies. Okay. And then, what else? We have the potatoes up there. That's fine. Cream sauce is smelling really good. Put the thyme away. So our cordon bleu is made with mortadella. I'm telling you, it's going to be phenomenal. And I'll show you what I'm going to do right now with I was talking about the cast iron. I do have some water that's burning off on it. But I'll show you how we season it here in just a minute. But what I want to, oh yeah, I'm going to need to get a little bit organized. Move this away. So, like I said, because I've seasoned my cast iron really well and I maintain it, I'll show you, it's pretty dry now. Okay, not quite there yet. I mean, like I can still tell that it's still a little wet, but it's pretty close to just being completely dry. You know what I don't have? I don't have like a gravy boat of sorts. And I think that's okay. I have a sake glass. Or a sake bottle. Chicken's almost done. This is like, it's getting nice and thick. Okay, so pretty hot now, pretty dry. What I do is I take just a paper towel, right? A little bit of olive oil. You gotta be careful because this will start to smoke, but you wipe down the whole thing after you wash it every single time. Now you typically want to use a higher smoking point oil. I cook with this thing every day. I can deal with a little bit of the smokiness. It's not a big deal. But after that, I'll turn it off. If it's too oily and you store it for too long, the oil can go rancid on it, so just be careful when you're doing this. But you want enough just to coat it, and then I just give it a nice simple wipe afterwards as well. You're still gonna have some oil on there, but it's a little oily wet. Not bad, right? Okay, making sure you guys can still hear me. Also, like everyone who's tuning in on all the different channels, appreciate it. Got the TikTok going. I got, the Twitch, the YouTube. So a little bit of everything going on. But I'm gonna let this cool now. This is off. Turn that off. It's gonna cool. We're gonna probably use it for potatoes and eggs tomorrow morning. So, it'll be ready to cook with. I'll probably cook with olive oil or something like that. Okay. Let's head back over here real quick. We're just going to put together a nice, simple little salad. This would be good if I had some arugula. There's small bits of arugula in there, which isn't too bad. It's a nice, just a simple salad. That's all this is. Nothing crazy. Just doing a simple salad. The arugula in there. We have those. We have the onion and the fennel that we had earlier. So fennel's going to give us a little bit of a different taste, but the fennel's nice and light. That's why I grated it that way. I'm just going to kind of, yes, I'm tossing it with my hands, but it'll be okay. I promise you. You still want to eat just chunks of fennel in there. Just a nice simple salad, something tasty. Oh, this is what we don't want to have happen. Turn that off. Sliced cucumber. Here, we'll just do this. Nice thin cucumber bits. Reggie's getting locked back in here. He says, "What the heck?" You know, Reggie likes cucumber. Not bad. You shred some carrots and stuff over this too. Again, I'm just doing something a little simple, nothing crazy. A little treat for me. Reggie, would you like some cucumber? He says, "Of course, Dad. Love cucumber." All right. We're going to move the salad off to the side for now. Okay. We need this still because we're going to do some slicing. But I wanted to do a little bit of a wipe down. One day I'll sand that piece of paint off, but it hasn't been bothering me at all. Okay. I want to show you guys what it's looking like, the cordon bleu. Give me just a second. Yeah. You guys can take a look. Let's go ahead and turn this up to 400 for a minute. Time. Go 15. Look at that. All right, doesn't that look not too bad? That's the Gruyere coming out. What we will do is we're gonna let this sit now. We get the potatoes going. Oh. Put the potatoes low. I have this set to 400 degrees. It'd help if I put the rack on the same level on both sides. Okay. And maybe we just drink our beverage out of a glass. How does that sound? I mean, I think it sounds kind of fun. I have a clean towel right here. Here's the fun part, is when everything starts to come together and we get to just kind of, I don't know, just eat it. Because I mean, that's the real fun part, is the eating. But we're like right there. We're at the end here. Cheers. Okay. I want to see what the people see. See how we're doing. It looks like we're doing okay, guys. It's been pretty good. Okay. The reason why we have this sitting out is because what I want to do is let it cool a little bit. That way when we slice into it, you know, it still has some cheesy bites to it. Because I'm going to slice it. I mean, you can definitely just cut into it and eat like that, but I think presentation-wise it'll look nice just being sliced into. We'll do that. We'll get these going right quick. Let me flip these taters a bit. Kind of move them around with that roasted garlic all over them. Got our little bit of that sauce here. Somewhat thick enough. I mean, I'm ready to kind of, it's tasty. Ready to dig in. What do you think, Reg? Are we ready to dig in or what? He says, yeah, I'm waiting for it. Waiting to dig in. That's all you wanted, huh? Just to eat this. Reggie's such a cute Frenchie. I think he's got, he shows his emotions almost like a human would. Like you see it on his face, in his eyes, the way if he gets upset, he turns his head and is just kind of like, no, thank you. I don't want anything to do with you. But it's been tough because he can't walk, he can't jump, he can't do anything right now. Not until he's fully healed. So that's another Another 5 weeks before you can start. 4 weeks till you can start.
3.5.
3, and then can you do 5-minute walks?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
be loose in the house.
He'll be happy about that. I know he's been waiting. Okay. All right. These potatoes are good. So what I'm going to try to do here is I'm going to try to slice into this. Remember, I didn't use any toothpicks. I didn't use any twine. I want you guys to see this. Ooh, and again, we didn't use ham. We used mortadella. Oh my goodness. Okay. Everyone, do me a favor, if you're watching, just give this a like. Give me a follow, a subscribe, or whatever. I love doing this. I love cooking. I hope more people join. Sunday nights we do cooking like this. It might not be everybody's cup of tea, but I also do some video game streaming the rest of the week. But Sundays are our day to kind of hang out with each other and do some cooking. Tell me what you guys like to see, how you guys plan your weeks. I mean, really, this is kind of like my meditation, really. Looking for a big spoon. Don't really have what I'm looking for at the moment. So what I'm going to do is do this. Okay, get ready. Get ready. Oh, you guys, look at that. And just for presentation's sake, that's what that's going to look like. Okay. Am I done? Not yet. Let me get a little. What do you guys think? Doesn't that look absolutely phenomenal? I think that looks tasty. I know everyone's waiting for me to dig in and just give it a try. So let's. Oh, you know what? Let me take a picture real quick because I always forget to take pictures and never get to post these. Okay, 1 second. I don't know if that's going to look good in the picture or not, but whatever. Okay, let's give it a little taste, a little taster-rooney. We have a little bit of that Dijon sauce here. So again, no ham. This is mortadella. Wow. Fantastic. Just amazing. Like, how is that so good? All right, everyone. I'm going to finish this in peace. I appreciate you all for tuning in. Awesome. I hope to see you guys next Sunday. I understand if not everyone can make it, but this meal right here, Very excited. It kind of came together last minute. I've been thinking about a chicken cordon bleu, but I didn't want to use ham. I wanted to do something different. Mortadella. Mortadella was the thing. But awesome. Appreciate you guys. Family, love you all for always tuning in. You guys are amazing. And I hope maybe, I inspired someone to have a fun meal, or maybe